Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं हरि ओम. Shvaniji, can we have the Dhyana Shloka on?
Sure.
So we are going to chant the Dhyana Shloka, and then we will go word by word the meaning of each of the words in Dhyana Shloka. Okay, this Dhyana Shloka is from Rudra Prashnaha, the stotram for Lord Shiva. And I'm sure you can all see it. It's in English, so all of you can read it. So let us chant together, and then we will take one word today and describe what it means to us. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Visvesvaraya Mahadevaya Triambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagnikalaya Kalagnirudraya Neelakantaya Mrtyunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Shriman Mahadevaya Namaha. Thank you. So today we are going to talk about the word Visvesvaraya. What does the word Visvesvaraya mean? Some of you who know a little bit of Hindi or Sanskrit can understand Visvesvaraya. It means the Lord of the universe, not only this universe, but multiple universe. Lord of all such universe, the supreme consciousness is Lord Shiva. And the first meaning goes like this: He is the creator, sustainer, and destroyer. We teach this to children also. The first meaning, which is for everybody, but it has a deeper meaning. The creator, the one who manifests this world, manages this world, and then unmanifests this world. He is the supreme consciousness. The other meaning is that this entire Vishwa, or the universe, is of names and forms. We call it Nama, Rupa, Guna, or the different multiplicities that we see in this world. Houses, cars, roads, insects, people, different things, mountains, oceans, so many diverse things, multiplicity that we see. All this is an effect. And if this, all the universe, which is the universe that we see in front of us, but including us, is an effect, then there has to be a cause. Just like a son has to have a father, so a cause and an effect. We say God is the father of this universe. So we say God is the cause of this universe. So take an example of a clay pot. The clay pot is made up of clay. So the material that it's made up of is clay. The person who makes the pot is the potter. So he is the intelligent cause. He uses his intelligence to make that pot. And he uses an instrument called the potter's wheel. So the potter's wheel is an instrument cause. So we have clay as the material, we have the potter as the intelligent cause, and then we have the potter's wheel as the instrument. So we have three different material instrument cause and material cause and intelligent cause, three causes. But when it comes to Bhagwan, all causes are in him. He has the intelligent cause, the material cause, the instrument cause, everything is one. He is the cause of this universe. And he himself, he, she, whatever you want to call it, that power is the causeless cause. There is no cause for Bhagwan. So Brahman is causeless cause. So the world is an effect and God is the cause. And that God pervades the effect. God, Brahman, the consciousness, pervades the effect. So the world is an effect. You and I are effect. So he himself becomes the universe out of himself. It's like he is the clay in the pot. So he is the source of the universe and he is the universe. He's like the gold in the ornaments. He's like the water in the waves. So everything in the universe is pervaded by him. In Hindi, we say, Karn Karn mein Bhagwan. That means every little atom has Bhagwan. That is what we say in Hindi. So he is in you, in me, in everything. The source of the universe has become the universe. And this Vishwa, this entire universe of ours, is an appearance in the divine Visvesvaraya, the Lord of the universe. Vishwa eva Ishvara. So he is the Visvesvaraya, the God who is all pervasive. And we don't say, we don't say everything is God or all is God. We don't say that. We say God alone is. Let me repeat that one more time. We don't say that everything is God or all is God. We say God alone is. So when you look at the nature and you see different things, mountains, rivers, houses, boats, everything that you see, it's made up of 5 elements. We say Pancha Mahabhuta, the space, air, fire, water, earth, the Pancha Mahabhuta. By themselves, these are inert, absolutely inert. But it is the Lord who enlivens this matter, and we are enlivened. And we personify that infinite, intelligent cause through a form, and we worship it as Lord Shiva. Now, we see his creation. We see animals, we see bugs, we see trees blossoming, we see flowers blooming. We see that expression of that supreme intelligence. That intelligent cause of the universe is the Supreme Lord. And where do we find this intelligent cause? Where do we find it? It pervades everywhere. We say God is everywhere. We tell children he's outside, he's inside, and we even tell them a story. Here, take this chocolate and go and eat in a place where God is not there. And the children come back and say, God is everywhere. I can't eat this chocolate where there is no God because there is no such a place like that. So God pervades everything. He's everywhere. And he's in the core of our personality. And without that spark of life in us, there is no universe or no world for us. So imagine if we don't have this spark of life in us for one moment. There is no world for us, there is no universe for us. So he exists. He exists as the light of existence in us. We say Sat Chit Anand. The Sat, the existent part of it, is the light of this existence in us. If there is existence, then we exist. If there is no existence, we don't exist. But there is always existence. Then we say he is the lamp of knowledge. We say Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Jnanam is the knowledge. So he is the lamp of knowledge. But what happens in us? We say, I am, I know. This I, the one that is enlivened, the I, the ego, the one who knows, is enlightened by this spark of life, the consciousness in us. And this pure touch of consciousness as the Visvesvaraya is the real self in us. This self cannot be produced in a factory as a thing, as an object. It can be only realized within ourselves when the mind is quiet, serene, calm, and very peaceful. That's the only way to know yourself. And that's why we say Jnana Marga, or the knowledge part, is the highest that will lead us to the knowledge of Brahman and eventually a moksha for us as such. Another aspect is that when the whole Vishwa, the whole universe, are his clothings or coverings, the word that they use for him is Digambaraya. For the Visvesvaraya, the 10 directions are his coverings. And when we wear clothes, when you and I, we wear clothes, we feel beautiful. We feel special. In fact, there is a saying in English, clothes make a man. So we feel clothes add beauty to us. But in fact, clothes are just a garment, and we lend beauty to them when we wear them. So Digambaraya also means that one who does not depend on the clothes for the beauty of oneself, one who has risen above the body identification. When we realize this body is just an equipment and I, the real self, am the real reality, the real self, the real Paramatma, then we say we are developing the qualities of Digambaraya or Visvesvaraya. So Lord Shiva has just minimum clothes, indicating that he is beyond body identification and even gender identification for that matter. So he pervades the entire universe. In the Ishavasya, it says, Ishavasyamidam sarvam. He is in everything, in all beings, all objects, everything, in all actions. We say Brahma Arpanam. In all actions also, it is the Lord only. So may a seeker, a jnani who has knowledge, sees nothing unholy or undivine in anything in this world. For him, everything is Bhagwan, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything is Bhagwan. And may we also go beyond this body identification and live in that exalted state and realize that we are Bhagwan too at one point in our life. That is our aim as such. In Bhagavad Gita, the body is described as a cloth. When we die, it says, when we die, it is like changing one old clothes and taking on new clothes when we take up a new body. And one who knows this does not grieve or is not fearful of death. And a sthita prajna, a realized person, a jivan mukta, they drop their body effortlessly because they know that this is just a body and they have videha mukti. That means they give up their body and they have videha mukti, merges with the Brahman. So may we also get that knowledge and hope that we also will follow that path and rise up in the ladder of spirituality and gain that knowledge. I also want to touch on a little sadhana when we go to the temple, Shiva temple. The Shiva Linga represents the intelligent cause of the universe. The Shiva Linga represents the intelligent cause of the universe. And when we do abhishek of the Shiva Linga, we do it, we drop water or milk, whatever we do it with the attitude of I'm worshipping that supreme consciousness, that supreme self. And the water or the milk that I'm offering is symbolic of my thoughts, my inner thoughts, flowing to the divine when I'm dropping the milk and the water to realize that Visvesvaraya in my heart and hope that I will also get Jivan Mukti at one time or the other.